starting. Okay, right.
Start cheyna?
Start cheyna, madam. Start cheyna.
Okay, sir.
Start cheyna.
Okay, sir. Om Gurubhyo Namaha. Good afternoon, everybody. Jai Meena too. Welcome to the 5th Astro workshop by JYSA, Yoga Samskrutham University Research College Association. We start off the program rendered by Mrs. Madhulata Patnaik, wife of our JKR faculty, Dr. Muralidhar Patnaik. Can we have the prayer song, please?
శ్రీ श्रीराघवाचार्य श्रितजनापारिजातम् श्रीराघवाचार्यं श्रीराघवाचार्य श्रितजनापारिजातम्
Patyani madam, you start.
Yes, sir. Om Gurubhyo Namaha. Welcome to JYSA, the 5th Astro workshop conducted by JKR Yoga Samskrutham University Research Scholars Association. Om Gurubhyo Namaha. Pranams to Puja Guruji NV Raghavachari Garu. Pranams to my Guruji, Sri Raja sir, and welcome to all my friends. We start the program rendering a prayer song by Mrs. Madhulata Patnaik, wife of our JKR Astro Research Foundation faculty, Dr. Murlidhar Patnaik. Can we have the prayer song, please?
Okay, madam, you can start, but already prayer song over. You can start rest.
Yes, sir. JKR Yoga Samskrutham University, under the pen name of JYSA, feels proud to introduce the Ph.D. holders from JKR Astro Research Foundation under the able guidance of our Guruji NV Raghavachari Garu and Puja Guruji NV Raghavachari Garu and Professor NVRA Raja Garu, who gives us an opportunity to express the ideas about the theses of our students starting from the year 2014 to 2016. And presently, 2021 to 2023 batch admissions are in progress. Anybody who is interested, please contact Dr. Sharvana Kumar Garu. We normally conduct the JYSA meeting every month, last week. And our PhD students who come up with their innovative PowerPoint presentations to motivate others. Every Sunday, we take free classes, online classes, starting from Ashwini batch to present Uttara Bhadrapada batch. We started in the year 2011 and with a strength of 11 students, and now the strength has grown up to 2,200 plus. Yoga Samskrutham University, Florida is an American institution of higher education in the areas of yoga, Samskrutham, and languages. Yoga Samskrutham University offers higher education programs leading to doctoral, masters, and advanced diplomas and certificates in all areas of yoga, Samskrutham, and languages. To gain exposure to the international standards and open new opportunity to the students of JKR Astro Research Foundation, we have secured an affiliation with YSAM, Florida. YSAM promotes advanced studies in Vedanga Jyotisha, Yoga, Vastu, Ayurveda, Vedic tradition, and practices. Starting in the year 2014, we have more than 50 students who have got their PhDs and more than 60 have registered for the PhD. Under the guidance of Professor B.V.K. Shastri Garu, founder of YSAM, Professor Prabhakar Kashyap Garu, and International Vice Chancellor Professor NVRA Raja garu, Yoga Samskrutham University is now starting guiding, molding, and shaping the students to achieve their PhDs from YSAM. I feel privileged to be introducing Mrs. V. Lakshmi Sirisha Rani. Today's topic now will be on Meena to Naadi Principles in Profession. She is an MSc, MPhil in Physics from Acharya Nagarjuna University, and she has done her MA and PhD in Astrology from Yoga Samskrutham University in the year 2017 to 2019 batch. Her topic on PhD was Application of Jiva and Sarira in the Excellence in Higher Education. We request Mrs. Lakshmi Sirisha Rani to present her PPT now.
Sri Gurubhyo Namaha, Jai Minatu. My pranams to Pujya Guruji, NV Raghavachari Garu. My pranams to my Guru, Sri NVRA Raja Sir, Sri T.K. Raghunathan Sir, and all faculty members. I am Dr. V. Lakshmi Sirisha Rani, MSc MPhil in Physics, JKR student, Anuradha batch. And also I done my MA Ph.D. in Astrology from Yoga Samskrutham University. So here, my present topic is, my presentation is about Meena to Naadi Principles in Profession. Here, the objective of my topic is application of PSA rules, Jiva Sarira principles, and other Meena to Naadi principles to study the chart of the native who attained top professional position. Here, I am analyzing the chart through Meena to Naadi system in different methods. Here, the first method I used is by using PSA principles, and the second method is by using Jiva Sarira principles. Before analyzing the chart, first we discuss about what is Meena to Naadi system, what are PSA principles, and what is Jiva Sarira. First of all, Meena to Naadi system is based on stellar concept. It is mainly focuses on predictive astrology and also to arrive the timing of events. The main concepts of Meena to Naadi system are Nakshatra Dikbala, Jiva Sarira, Uttama Drekhana, Kalamsa Gunas, and Nakshatra Prasna. While analyzing of any chart, all the important principles and dictum must be considered. With the blessings of the Guruji and Almighty on both astrologer as well as the client, accurate results of the chart can reasonably be arrived at. Here about PSA. PSA means Practical Stellar Astrology. This PSA book is like Bhagavad Gita to all the JKR students. Book serves as the beginner's manual on stellar astrology with useful illustrations. It is a practical guide to practicing astrologers. The 40 sutras given in this PSA book are used for snapshot predictions. Snapshot predictions means predictions giving within 1 or 2 minutes. The main fundamental principle of Meena to Naadi system is a planet posited in a bhava may not give the results, but its star lord may give the results either favorable or unfavorable. Here, the other PSA principles I have used to analyze the chart are the first one. When the lord of the constellation in which a bhava lord is situated joins the karka lord of that bhava in an auspicious house, then the good results are the outcome. I repeat, when the lord of the constellation in which a bhava lord is situated joins the karka lord of that bhava in an auspicious house, then the good results are the outcome. So the next one is when the constellation in which a planet is posited spread in 2 houses, one can expect the results of both the houses to be given. This is also known as Bhinnapada concept. So the next principle is when the constellation which the Lagna falls, whose Lord is exalted, such persons will be very prominent and have very high status in life. I repeat, when the constellation in which the Lagna falls, whose Lord is exalted, such persons will be very prominent and have very high status in life. So the next principle is, for the native to enjoy the fruits of a house, the Lagnadipati or the Lagna should be connected or associated with the respective houses. I repeat, for the native to enjoy the fruits of a house, the Lagnadipati or the Lagna should be connected or associated with the respective house. So next, Jiva Sarira rules. So first of all, what is Jiva planet and what is Sarira planet? If we take one planet, the planet posited star lord is known as Jiva planet. The Jiva planet posited star lord is known as Sarira planet. Here, the Jiva Sarira rules I have taken to analyze the chart are, if Jiva or Sarira has connection with the Yogakaraka planet, or Yogakaraka planet becomes Jiva or Sarira, then that particular bhava flourishes. I repeat, if Jiva planet or Sarira planet has connection with Yogakaraka, or Yogakaraka planet becomes Jiva planet or Sarira planet, then that particular bhava flourishes. The next rule is, even though bhava lord is posited in a debilitation sign, if Jiva planet or Sarira planet have very good strength or Digbala and are associated or aspected by Yogakaraka planets, then the native may enjoy very good results pertaining to that bhava. So the next principle is, if Jiva planet and Sarira planet of ascendant, 10th house, the name and fame and status karaka Sun, spiritual planet Jupiter, and philosophical planet Saturn are well connected with Yogakaraka planet, then those connected houses are planets Karkatvas flourish. I repeat, if Jiva planet and Sarira planet of ascendant, 10th house, name, fame and status karaka Sun, spiritual planet Jupiter, and philosophical planet Saturn are well connected with Yogakaraka planet, then those connected houses are planets Karkatvas flourish. So the next principle is, whenever DBA lords are well connected to Lagna, profession, Labhasthana, and Karka for power and authority, Suns, Jiva or Sarira planets, then the native get good status and recognition in their respective fields. I repeat, whenever DBA lords are well connected to Lagna means first house, profession means 10th house, Labhasthana means 11th house, and Karka for power and authority, Suns, Jiva or Sarira planets, then the native get good status and recognition in their respective fields. Here, I have taken one chart of the female. Here, the details of the female, the date of birth of the female is 21 May 1973, 22:20 hours, Hyderabad. So, this is the chart of the native, and this is the chart of Jiva planets and Sarira planets. So, here, the native born in an ordinary middle class family, studied up to degree and got married. After marriage, she has some financial problems and also worked in a small cloth shop. After that, with her husband's and mother-in-law's encouragement, she studied MA Economics, MA Commerce, MBA through distance education. After that, she joined in a college as a lecturer in 2006. In 2014, she had her research and Ph.D. award in Women Entrepreneur, and also in the same year, she received the Best Faculty Award. She has published textbooks and papers in international journals. After that, she served as a vice principal to the same college, IIMC Hyderabad, in 2019. In Corona lockdown period, casually she applied for a central government post and had very tough competition with faculty of IITs. Finally, she got selected as a member secretary of Mahatma Gandhi National Council of Rural Education. It is the only one post throughout the India. So here I am analyzing the chart of the native. So here the Lagna of the native is Sagittarius, and Moon, Rahu are posited in Lagna. Jupiter is posited in Capricorn. Mars is posited in Aquarius. Sun, Mercury, Venus, Saturn. These 4 planets are posited in Taurus. Ketu is posited in Gemini. Here, Rahu is posited in Venus first pada, that is Purvashada first pada. Moon is posited in Purvashada fourth pada. Lagna is posited in Uttarashada first pada. So here, while observing this chart, all the planets are situated in between Rahu and Ketu. So here we are observing the Kalasarpa Yoga. So Kalasarpa Yoga means all the planets posited in between Rahu and Ketu. Here our Guruji told in PSA book that this yoga has beneficial influence of other benefits. It elevates the native to very high pedestals in life and make the native enjoy eminent rank and position. While observing this chart, here Rahu and Ketu are posited in natural 9th house and 3rd house. Here the natural 9th house is benefic house. Here we know that Rahu and Ketu gives the results of their house lord, star lord, and their associating planets. Here Rahu and Ketu gives the results of Jupiter and Mercury. Here both Jupiter and Mercury are Sattvic planets and also benefic planets. Here Rahu is associated with Moon. Moon is also a benefic planet. Here, while observing this, Rahu behaves like Jupiter and Ketu behaves like Mercury. Jupiter is the lord of Lagna and 4th house. Mercury is the lord of 7th house and 10th house. So while observing this, Rahu and Ketu will impact 1st, 4th, 7th and 10th houses. That is all Kendra house. So here Rahu and Ketu are mutually aspecting while Ketu is in Rahu star and Rahu is in Venus star. Referring to Sutra of mutually aspecting planets, Venus association in his own house with Yogakaraka Sun indicates beneficial events. So while observing this chart, here Lagna Lord and 4th Lord is Jupiter. The 2nd Lord and 3rd Lord is Saturn. Here Saturn is aspected by Lagna Lord Jupiter. Here we take 5th Lord and 12th Lord Mars posited in Rahu star, where Rahu is posited in Lagna. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 5 houses are connected to Lagna. So while taking the 6th house, the 6th house and 6th Lord Venus, which is also the 11th Lord, is aspected by Jupiter. Jupiter is Lagna Lord. While taking 7th and 10th houses Lord Mercury, this Mercury is also aspected by Jupiter. 8th Lord Mercury is posited in Lagna. 9th Lord Sun is aspected by Lagna Lord Jupiter. So while analyzing this total chart, each and every bhava, each and every planet is connected to Lagna or Lagna Lord. These connections making this chart a very interesting to study. So here we know that here Jupiter is in debilitation. So the Lagna Lord is in debilitation. We have one rule that our Guruji so many times told, even though Lagna Lord is debilitated, if Lagna is having Vargottama Uttama Drekana status, then the native is prominent in life, highly educated, with sharp intelligence and culture. Here, while observing this chart, Lagna Lord Jupiter is debilitated and Lagna is posited in Uttarashada first pada. So for movable signs, fixed signs, dual signs, if we take for movable signs, first 10 degrees is Uttamadrekana. For fixed signs, 10 to 20 degrees belongs to Uttamadrekana. If we take dual signs, 20 to 30 degrees belongs Uttamadrekana. If we take here, Lagna is posited in Uttarashada first pada. Hence, this lies in between last 20 degrees to 30 degrees. And also here, the last pada indicates Vargotama Uttamadrekana for dual signs. Here, Lagna is posited in the last pada of that Rashi, that is Uttarashada first pada. Hence, this Lagna has Vargotama Uttamadrekana status. Here, even though Lagna Lord Jupiter is debilitated, the Lagna is having Vargotama Uttamadrekana status. So, this gives the native a prominent in life, highly educated, with sharp intelligence and culture. So here, while studying about education, here we know that a planet posited in a bhava may not give the results, but its star lord may give the results either favorable or unfavorable. Here, for education, we have to analyze the 4th house and 5th house for primary and secondary education, 8th house for research, 9th house for higher education. Here, the Lagna Lord and the 4th Lord Jupiter is debilitated, and 9th Lord Sun is posited in 6th house. Jupiter is posited in Moon star. Here, Moon is the Lord of 8th house, and the Moon is posited in Lagna having Nakshatra Digbala. So, Nakshatra Digbala for Moon is, Moon gets Nakshatra Digbala from 4th house. Here, the Moon's star Lord Venus is aspected by the 4th Lord Jupiter. Hence, Moon gets Nakshatra Digbala. And Moon is posited in Venus 4th pada. That's why Moon has Uttamadrekana status. And the 9th Lord Sun is posited in its own star. Here, the Karaka, if we analyze the Karaka planets for education, Mercury and Jupiter. Here, Mercury is the Karaka for intelligence, is in association with Yoga Karaka Sun. Here, Mercury is associated with Sun, Venus and Saturn in 6th house. So, 6th house indicates competition. So, the position of 9th Lord and Karaka Mercury in 6th house gives benefic results. So, because of this combination, this has resulted in successful completion of education. Here, while studying the profession based on PSA rules. So here, while studying the profession, we have to consider 10th house and 6th house. So here, according to PSA 8th principle, when the lord of the constellation in which a bhava lord is situated joins the Karaka lord of that bhava in an auspicious house, then the good results are the outcome. I repeat, according to PSA 8th principle, when the lord of the constellation in which a bhava lord is situated joins the Karaka lord of that bhava in an auspicious house, then the good results are the outcome. So based on this, here the 10th lord, Mercury's star lord, Sun is, it is also a Karaka for 10th house, and it is joined and associated along with Saturn. Saturn is also Karaka planet for 10th house, and it is aspected by another Karaka, Jupiter. Here for 10th house, the Karaka planets are generally Sun, Saturn and Jupiter. Here, while taking the 10th house here, the 10th lord Mercury is posited in Sun star, which is one Karaka planet for 10th house, and it is also associated with Saturn, which is also another Karaka for 10th house, and it is aspected by Jupiter, which is also another Karaka for 10th house. So here, according to PSA 15th principle, when the constellation in which a planet is posited spreads in two houses, one can expect the results of both the houses to be given. I repeat, according to PSA 15th principle, when the constellation in which a planet is posited spreads in two houses, one can expect the results of both the houses to be given. Here, based on this principle, the 10th Lord Mercury is posited in Sun star. We know that Sun is Bhinnapada star. Here, this Sun star is connected to Aries. So here, Aries is the 5th house from Lagna. So here, the 10th house star lord Sun, even though it is posited in 6th house, through Bhinnapada, it is connected to 5th house. So the 5th house indicates occupation of high posts, honor, and respect in the society. The member secretary is the high level post, and it is only one post throughout India in that section. So here, while analyzing with another principle, when the constellation in which the Lagna falls, whose lord is exalted, such persons will be very prominent and have very high status in life. I repeat, according to PSA 18 principle, when the constellation in which the Lagna falls, whose lord is exalted, such persons will be very prominent and have very high status in life. Here, while observing here, the Lagna is posited in Yogakaraka Sun star. Here, Sun is Bhinnapada star and it is connected to Aries. Aries is the exalted house to the Sun. So here, by analyzing the other principle, according to PSA 32nd principle, for the native to enjoy the fruits of a house, the Lagnadipati or the Lagna should be connected or associated with the respective houses. I repeat, according to PSA 32nd principle, for this native to enjoy the fruits of a house, the Lagnadipati or the Lagna should be connected or associated with the respective houses. So, based on this, here the Lagna and its Lord Jupiter is aspecting 10th house and its Lord Mercury. Here, discussed earlier, all the bhavas are connected to Lagna and Lagna Lord. Here, 10th house is also aspected by its Lord Jupiter, by Lagna Lord Jupiter, and the 10th Lord Mercury is also aspected by Jupiter. So here, by using these PSA principles, we clearly observed the professional status of the native. Here, the same chart is again analyzed by using Jiva and Sarira rules. Here, if we take Jiva Sarira 17th principle, even though Bhava Lord is posited in a debilitation sign, if Jiva planet or Sarira planet have very good strength or Digbala and are associated or planets, then the native may enjoy very good results pertaining to that Bhava. I repeat, according to Jiva Sarira 17th principle, even though Bhava Lord is posited in a debilitation sign, if Jiva planet or Sarira planet have very good strength or Digbala and are associated or aspected by Yogakaraka planets, then the native may enjoy very good results pertaining to that Bhava. So based on this principle, even though the Lagna Lord and 4th Lord Jupiter is debilitated, the Jiva planet and Sarira planet of Jupiter is, so we already know that Jiva planet means planet posited star lord is Jiva planet and Jiva planet posited star lord is Sarira planet. So if we take Jupiter, Jupiter is posited in Moon's star. Here Moon is posited along with Rahu. So while taking this Moon and Rahu, Rahu snatches the power from Moon and it becomes the Jiva planet. Here Rahu is posited in Venus star. Venus is associated along with Sun, Mercury, and Saturn. In this combination, Venus is posited in its own house and it becomes Sarira planet. So the Jiva planet and Sarira planet of Lagna and fourth lord Jupiter is Rahu and Venus. So here, if we take here, Rahu and Venus both are having Digbala, and Venus is having Uttamadrekana status, and Venus is connected with Yogakaraka Sun. Hence, the native is good at education and done her Ph.D. Because here the Karaka planet Jupiter is posited in 8th Lord star. Here, 8th connection to this tends to the native towards the research. So here, by using Jiva Sarira 20th principle, if Jiva or Sarira has connection with Yogakaraka, or Yogakaraka planet becomes Jiva planet or Sarira planet, then that particular bhava flourishes. I repeat, if Jiva or Sarira has connection with Yogakaraka planet, or Yogakaraka planet becomes Jiva planet or Sarira planet, then that particular bhava flourishes. Based on this, the Jiva and Sarira planets of 10th house are, so the 10th lord is Mercury. Mercury is posited in Sun star. So Sun becomes Jiva planet. But here, Sun is associated with Venus, who is the lord of that sign. Hence, Venus snatches the power from Sun and becomes Jiva planet. So here, Venus is posited in Moon star. So here, Moon is associated with Rahu, and Rahu snatches the power from Moon and becomes Sarira planet. Here, for 10th house, the Jiva and Sarira planets are Venus and Rahu. So here, Venus is associated along with Yogakaraka Sun. So here, by another principle of Jiva Sarira, if Jiva planet and Sarira planet of ascendant, 10th house, name, fame and status Karaka Sun, spiritual planet Jupiter and philosophical planet Saturn are well connected with Yogakaraka planet, then those connected houses are planets Karakatvas flourish. I repeat, according to Jiva Sarira 5th principle, if Jiva planet and Sarira planet of ascendant, 10th house, name, fame and status Karaka Sun, spiritual planet Jupiter and philosophical planet Saturn are well connected with Yogakaraka planet, then those connected houses are planets Karakatvas flourish. So based on this principle, here all the above said bhavas means Lagna, for Lagna, Jupiter, for Lagna Lord Jupiter, Jiva and Sarira planets are Rahu and Venus. For 10th Lord Mercury, the Jiva and Sarira planets are Venus and Rahu. If we take Saturn, Saturn is posited in the Mars star. Hence, Mars becomes the Jiva planet, and it is again posited in Rahu star. Rahu becomes Sarira planet. So, while taking this, for all the above bhavas, majorly Venus and Rahu becomes Jiva and Sarira planets. Here, Venus, the Jiva planet or Sarira planet, is connected with Yogakaraka Sun. So here, if we take another Jiva Sarira principle, whenever DBA lords are well connected to self, profession, Labhasthana and Karaka for power and authority, suns, Jiva or Sarira planets, then the native get good status and recognition in their respective fields. I repeat, according to Jiva Sarira 4th principle, whenever DBA lords are well connected to self means Lagna, profession means 10th house, Labhasthana means 11th house, and Karka for power and authority is suns, Jiva or Sarira planets, then the native get good status and recognition in their respective fields. we know that if there are so many yogas are there, if there is no correct DBA connection, then those bhavas will not give good results. So here, while observing this, at the date of joining, the native's running DBA is Jupiter by Mercury by Venus. Here in Jupiter Mahadasa, Mercury Antardasa, Jupiter Dasa, Mercury Bhukti, Venus Antara, the native is joined as member secretary. Here, Jupiter is Lagna Lord, Mercury is 10th Lord, and Venus is 11th Lord. Here, the Lagna and 10th and 11th houses connection is there, and here Mercury and Jupiter are connected with Yogakaraka and also Yogakaraka Sun, and Sun is also the Karaka for status and power and authority. So here, by analyzing through Kalamsa Lord, here 10th Lord Mercury's Kalamsa Lord is Venus. So Venus is a Rajasic planet posited in a Rajasic moon star. So here Venus is having Digbala. So Venus gets Digbala from 4th house. Here Venus is aspect, hence Venus has Digbala, and its the Jiva and Sarira planets are Rahu and Venus. So here, by observing this chart, the total chart is under the control of Venus, which is 6th and 11th Lord, posited in its own house along with Yogakaraka Sun. So here, the total chart is under single planet control, which is Venus, which is connected with Sun. Here, Sun is Yogakaraka. Here, while observing the transit at the date of joining, so here this is the transit chart. Here Sun and Mercury are posited in Sagittarius, Jupiter and Saturn are posited in Capricorn, Mars is posited in Aries, Moon and Rahu are posited in Taurus, Venus and Ketu are posited in Scorpio. So here Sun is in Mula star, Moon is in Rohini star, Mars is in Ashwini star, Mercury is in Purvashada star, Jupiter is in Uttarashada, Venus is in Aslesha, Saturn is in Uttarashada, Rahu is in Mrigasira, Ketu is in Aslesha. Here, at the date of joining, the running DBA is Jupiter by Mercury by Venus. While observing these planets in transit, here Jupiter is posited in Sun star Uttarashada. So where Sun is Yogakaraka planet for the native. So here Bhukti Lord Mercury is associated with Sun. So Sun is Yogakaraka. So here Antara Lord Venus is aspected by Rahu, and its star Lord Mercury is associated along with Yogakaraka Sun. So here the running DBA is strongly connected to Yogakaraka Sun in transit chart. So here, while observing this chart, first of all, our eyes stopped at Kalasarpa Yoga, and we come to a conclusion that it's a chart of an average education and average profession. So without using Meena to Naadi principles, we can't predict the professional status of the native. So many times our Rajas are told, don't underestimate the Kalasarpa Yoga charts. So in PSA book, it is clearly mentioned that as Kalasarpa Yoga, not as Kalasarpa Dosha. So this is my presentation, and I'm very thankful to Rajas sir for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Lakshmi. It was indeed very informative talk. Application of the PSA rules, all the 40 principles, you have used them very nicely. It's not my cup of tea to talk about the profession, as you said. Thank you for giving us a very excellent example of a female child education. It was indeed encouraging the sequential events that happened in the female child in elevation of a status from an ordinary child to a successful and a highly evolved entrepreneur. And moreover, with so many avayogas, that whatever we call the Kalasarpa Yoga and the Lagnadipati Jupiter getting debilitated, but despite of the fact that he is getting Vargotam Uttamadrikana, there is elevation of the status, application of the principles, very nicely linked the DBA, Dasha Bhukti Antara, the Jiva Sarira to the transit and the natal chart. Excellent, ma. Thank you, sir. And now by Professor NVRA Raja Garu. Fasten your seatbelts for the most awaited talk by Professor NVRA Raja Garu, founder of JKR Astro Research Foundation. Over to Raja sir.
Om Sri Veera Raghavaya Namaha. Pranam to Guruji Sri Raghavachari Garu. Pranam to Guruji Sri PVK Puneshwara Garu. Kapana Karurar Boganadar. Karunayulla Gattiyar Chattainadar. Muppana Konganarum Brahma Chittar Mukiyamai Machamuni Nanditeva. Kopana Korakar Patanjaliyar Kurmayulla Idai Kadar Chandikeshar. வாப்பானவாதத்திற்கு ஆதியான வாசமுனி கமலமுனி காப்பத்தானே உக்ரம்பீரம் மகாவிஷ்ணும் ஜுலந்தம் சர்வதோமுகம் நிருசிம்மம் பீஷணம் பத்ரம் மிருத்யும் நமாம்யகம் உக்ரம்பீரம் மகாவிஷ்ணும் ஜுலந்தம் சர்வதோமுகம் நிருசிம்மம் பீஷணம் பத்ரம் மிருத்யும் நமாம்யகம் உக்ரம்பீரம் மகாவிஷ்ணும் ஜுலந்தம் சர்வதோமுகம் நிருசிம்மம் பீஷணம் பத்ரம் மிருத்யும் நமாம்யகம். Today's JYSA's, your fifth workshop, nicely presented by Dr. Shirisha Rani, meritorious student. She has presented her thesis very nicely and got about 2017 batch. She has received Ph.D. A wonderful talk she made with the combinations of all Minatu Nadi principles. All principles she has applied, and a wonderful talk she has given. And it shows she learned the topic, subject Minatu Nadi system very well and presented in front of you. And she has applied these principles in her Ph.D. thesis. The matter, the principles, chart, what she has discussed. If you people apply to many charts, I am damn sure you all will come out with a wonderful timing of events or prediction. Always what we learn astrology is to give a good prediction, whereby we can help society. Good luck, Sirisha Garu. Thank you very much, Professor Katyani Devi Garu, for coordinating this program. And we all know today unprecedented COVID pandemic effect is on Indian people. That too, in past 3 weeks, it has multiplied like anything. That's why I started with Siddhar Kapu and also Ugram Veeram, Narasimha Swami's Moola Mantra. Siddha's blessings, and a special request to Chundalakalai Ramamurthy Swamigal's blessings to be with us for the throughout universe to overcome this pandemic trouble which we are suffering for almost 1.5 years. So today I want to just speak about 5 to 10 minutes. Why such things are happening when we are going to overcome this situation? Always in last year in the month of May, I have given a specific talk on US, China and also on eclipse. Of course, there is a major trouble USA and China are still facing, and that time the eclipse effect, what I told, the ruling party is not going to retain the power in USA. Similar thing happened. Let anybody stand against Trump, that person is opposition is going to win. The same thing happened. That's ultimately the 100% effect on ruling party of USA. So this eclipses, how accurately works, it is not me what I am telling, it is Varaha Mira Parashara. They are given a very detailed analysis on mundane astrology. The same points only what I spoke well in advance before announcing the candidate in US. And what the negative impacts of China, the second wave is going to hit China. It is already 4 months back it started, they were suffering and now they are overcoming it. China faced earthquake, floods, everything. These are all the effect of the eclipses. What last year, what we can just look at it, this is the eclipse June 21, 2020, what we have put and seen this. This is the chart. Absolutely, you can just see. This is the chart what we are seeing this. So this, the effect of it, which has fallen to many countries. The same thing, always I was telling in the last talk also, the effect of eclipses will be there till the next eclipse comes. The next eclipse, what we are going to get it around June, but it is not going to be visible in India. Whether it is visible or not visible, the year plan, 1 year effect, what we are facing for the past last June onwards, and the effect of that we will be definitely having it till June, but definitely from the first week of June the effect of the negative effects for India will be tapering. So this tapering effect we can see, this how we can analyze in mundane astrology is from the Jagat Kundali, that is on 13th 14th of April, where the sun entered into Mesha Rasi. That comparison again, when we can have the comparison of this is the thing what we can say 13th 14th overnight, and the future here Dakshinayana Punya Kala, where the sun is going to enter into Karkataka Rasi. This is the thing what we can see. These two charts are going to play a vital role how we are going to overcome this corona. See, I am telling you past 10 days or 15 days, we are facing a great trouble. The trouble, no one never thought of it, such a type of trouble, what it has come. That is because when the Jagat Kundalini, when it is started, the sun, the Surya Bhagavan, is started in Ashwini Nakshatra. The Ashwini Nakshatra Adhipati, Ketu Bhagavan, is sitting in Scorpio. That is natural 8th house. That's why from April, May, the June, the 3 months, the Surya gives the effect of the Scorpio sign and also the Ketu's effect. Telil Jnani Uchan, so Ketu Bhagavan is exalted in Scorpio. The effect of that Ketu, we are facing it today. The natural 8th house is a sudden death, accidents, the mortalities, epidemics. Now the same corona epidemic, all of a sudden, it has shoot up from 14th onwards. Everywhere you look at it, 14th of April onwards, it shoot up. And mortality rates are high. Oxygen shortage. Ketu, what is Ketu? Ketu suppresses. Everything blocks. So what we are watching these type of things. And also, when the from the eclipse chart, India's in second house, where eclipse started and Mars is aspecting, fire accidents, all these things we are witnessing. Everything what we look at it, as per the sun's ingress, it is showing. Moment sun moves, this problem, how long it is going to be there? Because Dakshinayana Punya Kala, the July month, where again sun is entering into Karkataka Rasi, in the nakshatra of Guru Bhagavan, that Guru Bhagavan that time will be transiting into the natural 11th house and from India's 10th house. So this indications, what we can just look at it is, we will face such type of now scenarios for another 1.5 months. But in this, one beauty is that the planets that sun's ingress, which is in exaltation and which is going to move into the Taurus and to the Gemini, this shows a grand recovery and a great improvement on the welfare of the people, and there is going to be a good medical treatments for the people. That what past many people have died is not going to happen. Now suddenly many people, because of oxygen shortages and all this thing, this will, the shortage what we are facing of the medicines and all these things will be over. From 14 to 13 you add 27 days. From 28th or 29th of this month onwards, definitely that the impact what we are feeling, a bulk mass deaths may not be there. Moment sun Surya Bhagavan enters into Bharani Nakshatra, definitely improvement is going to be there. The 7 days what we are going to face, be careful, be cautious. Then after that, definitely there's going to be availability of all essential equipments, essential commodities are going to happen. What we look from the chart. How I was just telling you, from 14th onwards aggravates, you can check it up. But now it's going to compress, that about 12 to 13 days this type of difficulty we are going to face. That's good. Today we are on 25th. In another 3 days time, definitely we will overcome all oxygen shortages, medicine shortages. And as you all know, well, very nicely government also announced on 1st May onwards for vaccine for everybody. Definitely it is going to available to many people, and that's going to be a protective for many people, what we can say. Because in another 2-3 days, this bad patch is going to end. That is something very unique in the the chart, 3 months chart. This is the what I am showing you. This is 3 months chart. The 3 month chart now, in this first 14 days it has shown the effect, and it's definitely I am very confident we all will overcome. I know this is a very unexpected turn what it has happened, but the 3 days or 4 days, the bulk mortality is going to come down. Then that medicines what we are going to get, it will be good. Then when we talk about the Dakshinayana Punya Kala, moment it is starting, where the planetary positions and combination is favorable, absolutely what happened, things will improve for us. All people will get necessary medicines, and the new medicines, inventions, new trials are going to come to us. So this all going to take care of us. I am, as per my calculation, as per Varaha Miras, the text, my calculation, these type of unexpected thing are going to be there for another 3 to 4 days. 14th to 27 or 28, maximum 28th. After that, definitely this mortality rates are going to come down. People are going to be comfortable, and medicines are going to be available. There may not be any shortage of any medicines. You can just watch it. And Dakshinayana Punyakala is going to give us a good relief, and we will definitely overcome all the problems, because eclipse to eclipse, it is going to end in the month of June. So we are nearing that. Almost 10 months we have crossed. In another 2 months time, definitely the eclipse what we faced 21/6/2020, the effect is going to be there for another 2 months. So after that, definitely we see we are all going to overcome all our present day scenario problems, and slowly we will be limping back to the normalcy. In the process, we can pray for others, pray for ourselves. As I was telling you in Panchanga Shravana, this year belongs to generosity and compassionate. These two, people will be very compassionate, people will be very generous. I am telling you, many people are going to help us, and we are also going to help. If we have a resource, definitely we are going to help. So this year itself, this plava itself is generosity. The plava itself is in Sanskrit it is called a boat. Definitely we will have a way out to overcome such a scenario, such a difficult situation. This plava is going to help. This first 2-3 months are only the problematic. After that, we are going to overcome all these corona epidemic problems, and that too from day after tomorrow. All sick person will get definitely a required medical attention and treatment. That is the news what I was just analyzing. How long this is going to be trouble us, that I was just working it out, and I could see when I am talking to you, the trouble is going to be for another 3 or 4 days. I am very happy. The trouble in the sense, if the medicines are available, you are lucky. So far people are struggling for the medicines, because natural 8th house, Ketu, black marketing, keeping the medicines is not that it's not available in India. They are hiding the material. They are holding the material. Everything black marketing, that people, they creating unwanted, unnecessary things because of Ketu's effect, which has to give trouble to the government and to the common people, where the Jagat Kundali, the Lagna, the Makara Lagna started, Sani Bhagavan, which is a common people, started with it. Luckily it is there in his own house, and the common people may not, after 3-4 days they may not face any problem, and the medicines and everything as per the horoscopes what we are analyzing and see in this, that 4 kundalis I have put. One with is the eclipse what it has started is going to end by the June. The effect of that is going to end it, I am sure, with respect to the Indian chart. Then again I have put the April and the July chart, that is Dakshinayana Punyakala. This both also shows we are going to overcome all the problems of the shortage of oxygen and medicine shortages and the vaccine. Now that people got awareness to put vaccine, so that vaccine also going to be available for the many people. And my request for you all to pray for Lord Narasimha and Sudarshana Bhagavan. Ugram Viram Mahavishnum Julantam Sarvatomukam Narasimham Bhishanam Badram Mirti Narasimha Swami, who rules for all planets, who is the fire, is a Jwala. And this year Plava Aditevata is Agni Bhagavan. By performing Homa, by performing a small havan, and you will definitely overcome all type of pram, Sudarshanashtakam, Sudarshana Mantaram, in Narayaniram, Asmin Paratman Sloka. These are all when you are reciting, definitely you will overcome these health setbacks. So I could just see with one or two horoscopes and seeing sun's movements from one sign to other sign, and we are going to see that we are going to overcome this pandemic problem, because now sun is also going to enter into Rahu in Taurus, and after that it's going to move. That's why June month onwards things will happen good, and the shortages of the medicine will be stopped, and you will be plenty, you will be getting it after 28th or 29th. This is not that I am not a government what to say, but what I would like to say, by simply looking at the sun is called the government, sun is the power and authority which is sitting in Delhi. The sun is posited in Aries, is called Delhi. So the Delhi planet, Delhi, it is now clouded with the Ketu, that Maya, that is going to come out in another 2-3 days, definitely, and all the states and every human being are going to get required medical attention. And I wish you all good luck. Wear mask. If you're eligible, please go for vaccination. Maintain safety distance. Unless otherwise essential, do not go out from your house, because this train, which is going to move in the air very, very fast, what we are just looking at it, it spreads like anything, because Jagat Kundali started in Chara Rasi, in Makara Rasi, the 3 months started, movable, that means it spreads like anything. Once you throw water, how fast it is going, this disease also will spread. That's why the 2-3 months it will spread, but better try to be cautious, wear protective gears when you go out, and recite Sudarshanastaka, Narasim Mantras. If any possibility, light a ghee deepa in your house every day with at least 1 spoon of ghee. Light a lamp in your house, because worshipping Agni Devata, this entire Pilava, you will overcome main difficulties with this. Ugrambiram Mahavishnum Julantam Sarvatomukam Narsimam Bhishanam Badram Mrityum Namamyam. Jai Sri Ram, Jai Meenatu. Happy Sunday is out. Entertainment business is out. Name anything, any business is out totally. Then what is happening? Today I would like to talk to you about US professional prospects, financial prospects. US election is going to come, that prospects. And this eclipse and Jagat Kundali of on 13/4/2020, how it is going to affect you? Affect US, affect China. Then what are the countries, the areas where who is announced, who is going to fight opposite to Trump? That time I'll give a message, one live program. Who is This is what I would like to give small these things. When the election announces, definitely I will work out on Trump's and other opposition party, Republican, Democratic Party, then definitely I will tell who is going to come. With this, what I would like to say on, and the entire world should be a little cautious, very cautious, and they should overcome that. I wish, by God's grace, I wish entire, I tell this will be I am giving 2020 Jagat Kundali chart, where Panchanga Shravana, when you make this Jagat Kundali, on 21/6/2020, on Mrigashira Nakshatra eclipse is going. This is a very beautiful charts what I am giving for astrologers, those who wanted to master in astrology. I would like to say my best friend, who is no more, Dr. V.S. Kalyan Raman. He's a best friend of mine. We had many discussions with Dr. Kalyan Raman, who is a retired IPS officer. And he loves me so much, and we used to discuss many things on mundane astrology. Almost all predictions what he has written, it has come true. The prosperity houses of America. The prosperity houses only I discussed. How it's going to prosper. So all these things what I wanted to tell you. The importance of eclipse and Jagat Kundalini, always important. In mundane astrology, Amavasya, Purnima, and sun entering into very much for the lovers of astrology and the general friends and friends of mine. That mundane astrology I have taken many points, and end Nakshatra Prashna I have linked of Guruji Raghavacharya. Let each and everyone in the world, in the universe, have excellent health. With this, once again, happy Mother's Day. Best wishes to you. Good luck to you.